Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about Mr. Robot, episode number 6. This episode was also directed by Sam Ishmael, and we have two main storylines going on right here. You have Elliot, who got his butt beat beat up last episode, and he's recovering. And then you have Angela and Darlene working together to try to hack into the FBI and to erase all the information they have on them so they can be free and clear. Now, this episode started off on a whole nother level. Watching this episode right here, I realized this show has no limits. It has no limits. It starts off like an 80s sitcom. And at first, I was wondering to myself, what is going on? What is happening here? Did I fall asleep? Am I having some weird trippy dream or something? Because this is not Mr. Robot, but the characters was there, and they were like on this weird trip. You have Christian Slater driving the whole family on a family trip, and they had the laugh track in there and everything. They even did a theme introduction for the show on here. And I'm like this, what is happening? And I'm like this, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm a little confused, but I'm actually enjoying it. It was making me happy. It was funny, creepy, and weird all at the same time. And and it went on for a pretty long time too. I thought maybe like a quick little bit to introduce the show, then jump back into the regular programming. But it stayed that way for a while. I mean, it not only did it commit to this, even the commercials that played after this were set in that style. I mean, what is happening? But I was enjoying it all the way through. This show brought back Alf. And not only did they brought back Alf, they had Alf kill someone. And I was just, first I was shocked to see Alf, and I was happy. I was shocked and happy at the same time. Is that Alf? Was that Alf? And then have him driving in the car and run someone over. Spoiler alert. And my mind just like blew up. I don't know what's going on, but I am so happy right now. I am so happy. I love this show. Oh my god, I love the show. They even had a laugh track. Every time they were cheesy too. I mean, it was cheesy, lame jokes. The same type of jokes you were here back in the day, back in during this time on these sitcom shows. And they had a laugh track in there. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. They brought back Gideon Goodard, played by Mikhail Gill, and he died. He died. He got shot in the throat, dead. And it was an introduction theme song for the sitcom Mr. Robot. And they showed him reading a paper, and on the front of the paper it says he's dead. He looks at the paper, looks at the camera, and says, and then does a cheesy grin. And I'm like this, oh my gosh, I love this show. It has no limits. I never saw a show do anything like this before in my life. The way this show comes on is just so different. They switched a lot of styles in here. They did like the 80s sitcom. They also did like sort of like a 70s sort of like cool heist type of film type of style in here too. And I'm like, what? And the show is so crazy. Even when they're being crazy, it still makes sense. I love this show. And then you realize what's actually going on, and you realize that Elliot is pretty much in a hospital, and that this whole world he's creating is his other personality, Mr. Robot, trying to help him deal with the pain that he's going through, trying to make him block out the pain, have him stay in this crazy fantasy world, no matter where it is, just so he can like deal with the problems that he's going through right now. Yeah, he's trying to help him deal with his situation. He's in a bad place right now. He's really messed up. So him being in this fantasy world is trying to help him deal with it and cope with it on a physical and mental level. And they also introduced in the show Tyrell Willock, played by Martin Wellstrom. And we haven't really seen Tyrell that much, and we've seen him this time, and he was like he's in this episode in the beginning parts. He has a small little role, but I'm trying to figure out what does that actually mean. Because it was weird how they introduced them. Now I don't know was this introduction an actual thing that actually happened, and Elliot's remembering it. This is how he's remembering it, or this never happened at all. I don't know for sure, but it made me curious. Now, if you saw this episode, you have any thoughts about this? Leave comments down below. Let me know what your theory is about what happened with Tyrell in this episode. Was that real? Was that a representation of something that actually happened, or something that's completely made up in Elliot's head? Who knows? But then you had Darlene and Angela. And they have a whole plan to have Angela go inside the FBI and then help them hack into the system. Now, first of all, Angela's not a hacker. She may know how to use computers, but she's not a hacker. And they're trying to teach her how to hack in a day and have her sneak out the FBI, infiltrate this whole organization so they can help them hack into the system, which I knew from the start it was doomed to fail. I mean, come on. Really? But they tried it anyway, even though I said this is going to fail so hard. And sure enough, things do not go according to plan. Holy mother. I love this episode from the beginning, from the introduction, how it came on, from the sitcom style to the switching over style that they did with Angela. And you can see the difference between Angela and Darlene. And you got Darlene, they're playing that like this 70s music, and she's walking down the street looking all cool, and she's walking through the hotel room, and she's all smooth with what she's doing. And then you cut to Angela, and she's trying to do the same thing, but you could tell she's all nervous and scared, and she's freaking out, but she's trying to stay calm and cool, collected, while she's trying to infiltrate the FBI and walk into the building like this. Oh my gosh. This is would be so messed up. Like I said, it was a great episode. I really did enjoy it a whole lot. I mean, everything about this episode was fantastic. I mean, it had me laughing. It had me creeped out. It had me excited and interested. It pulled me in. I mean, the way this show is shot, it's like a movie to itself already. And from the acting, everything about this episode right here, I loved, and I loved it a lot. Oh my God, this show blew my mind. Blew my mind. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Mr. Robot. I'm loving this. I don't know where the show is going to go, where this train's going to take me, but I'm enjoying the ride so far. Like I said, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you have any thoughts or theories about where the show is going to go or plans for the future, leave your comments down below. I'd like to hear them. Again, if you have not been watching Mr. Robot, watch Mr. Robot. Watch it for yourself. Hopefully you will enjoy just as much as I do, because I am having a ball watching this show. It's a little weird. It's a little wacky at times, a little crazy, but everything about it that you see is so, so good. Oh my gosh, it blew my mind. This episode blew my mind. Well, that's all I gotta say about that. So give my channel a big like, hit the thumbs up. Boom. And subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it, like I always say in my dreams and in real life. I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.